Hey there, and welcome back to Path to Your True Self, where we focus on self-love, mindset shifts, and becoming the best version of who you truly are. Today, we're going deep into a powerful topic, one that affects everyone at some point. Your inner critic, that voice in your head that tells you you're not good enough, that you always mess up, that you're falling behind. But what if I told you that you could reprogram that voice? That you could transform it into your inner coach, someone who encourages, uplifts, and helps you grow with kindness? In the next few minutes, we'll explore how your inner critic is formed, why it's not actually your enemy, what it needs from you, and how to train it to become your biggest supporter. Let's begin. We all have internal dialogue, that constant voice narrating our lives. But for many of us, that voice can turn harsh, judgmental, and unrelenting. That's your inner critic. The inner critic says things like, "You always fail. You're not smart enough for that. Why can't you be more like them?" This voice can be subtle or loud, but often goes unchecked because we've gotten so used to hearing it. Where does it come from? For many, the inner critic starts to form in childhood. When you were young, you absorbed the beliefs and messages of the people around you. Parents who were overly critical, teachers who labeled you, friends who rejected or mocked you, media messages telling you what you should be, the brain trying to make sense of the world. Internalize these voices as a way to protect you from rejection or failure. It said, if I criticize myself first, maybe others won't. So the inner critic, as painful as it is, began as a form of protection. But that protection has long since expired. Living with a strong inner critic affects every area of your life. It can lead to low self-esteem, perfectionism, procrastination, anxiety and depression, and even relationship struggles. It's the voice that makes you shrink instead of shine. It tells you to play it safe, to stay small, to not speak up, not take risks. But the real tragedy? When you believe this voice, you disconnect from your true self, the part of you that is creative, bold, loving, and full of potential. The first step in reprogramming your inner critic is awareness. Start noticing your inner dialogue. When something goes wrong, ask yourself, what did I just say to myself? Would I say that to someone I love? For example, you're such a failure. That's your inner critic. It's okay to mess up. You're learning. That's your inner coach. You can even give your inner critic a nickname or identity, something that helps you separate it from your true self. Some people call it the judge, the worrier, or even name it like a cartoon villain. This adds some humor and distance, making it easier to challenge. Keep a journal and write down the critical thought, the situation that triggered it, how it made you feel. Awareness is powerful. Once you see the pattern, you can start to break it. Now, let's explore powerful tools to transform that voice into your inner coach. 1. Inner dialogue reframing. Take a critical thought and flip it. Instead of, I always screw things up, try, I make mistakes like everyone else, and I learn from them. Make it realistic. You're not faking positivity. You're choosing compassionate truth. 2. The inner child connection. Your inner critic often talks to the wounded inner child in you. Try this. Close your eyes. Picture your younger self, maybe 6 or 8 years old. When you hear the critic, imagine how that child would feel hearing it. Now, step in as your inner nurturer and say something kind to that child. Over time, this heals the original wound. 3. Self-compassion practices. Use self-talk that's gentle and encouraging. Ask, what would I say to my best friend in this moment? What's the most loving thing I can say to myself right now? Even small phrases like, you're doing your best. This is hard, but I've handled hard things before. Go a long way. 4. Scripting your inner coach. Create a list of empowering phrases your inner coach would say. Here are some examples. I believe in you. It's okay to grow at your own pace. You are worthy, even when things feel messy. Read these daily. Or even better, record them in your voice and listen back. 5. Mindfulness and thought labeling. Practice observing your thoughts without judgment. When a critic appears, just note it. That's a fear-based thought. There's my old story showing up again. This helps you identify from the voice and return to the present moment. The inner coach is already within you. Maybe quiet, maybe unsure, but it's there. You can strengthen it by celebrating your wins, even small ones. Speaking kindly to yourself in the mirror. Visualizing your future self who's overcome this challenge and grown stronger. Over time, the voice of the coach becomes louder than the critic. Your inner coach is encouraging but honest, gentle but firm, supportive, realistic, and rooted in love. Let's walk through a real example. Say you failed at a job interview. Inner critic says, "Of course you didn't get it. You're not good enough." Reprogram voice. "That didn't go as planned, but this doesn't define me. I learned something. I'm still growing, and the right fit is out there." Now try this short exercise. Think of a moment this week where your inner critic showed up. Close your eyes. Replay the scene. Hear what your inner critic said. Now, bring in your inner coach. What would they say instead? Say that new message aloud or in your mind. Repeat it 3 times. Breathe deeply. Let it sink in. Do this regularly to retrain your brain. You don't have to be stuck with a harsh inner voice. You can rewire it. You can transform it. Your inner critic is not the truth. It's just a pattern. And every pattern can be changed with practice, patience, and love. Start small. Notice your thoughts. Speak kindly to yourself. And choose to believe in your worth, even when it's hard. Thank you for being here with me today. If this helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with someone who might need it. And remember, you are not your inner critic. You are your inner light. See you next time on Path to Your True Self.